Mini LED displays are flooding the market, but what makes them so great? Mini LED monitors typically feature a large number of smaller LEDs as compared to traditional LED backlit displays. This allows for more granular control over local dimming zones, leading to better contrast ratios and improved black levels. Local dimming is the ability to control the brightness of specific areas of the screen independently, resulting in more accurate and vibrant images. The increased number of mini LEDs enables higher peak brightness levels. This is especially important for high dynamic range content, where a wide range of brightness levels is crucial to display the full spectrum of colors and details in achieving better color accuracy by providing more precise control over individual zones. It also contributes to improved color uniformity across the display, reducing issues like halo effects or uneven lighting that can be observed in some traditional LED backlit displays. Mini LED monitors, being based on LCD with LED backlighting, don't suffer from burn-in issues that can be associated with some OLED panels. This makes them more suitable for applications where static images are displayed for extended periods, such as gaming. INNOCN has once again delivered and given us budget-minded shoppers a display that gives a lot more space for the price. And this right here is the INNOCN 32-inch Mini LED 4K, the 32M2V. And you're getting a 32-inch 4K resolution IPS display with 144 Hz refresh rate, 1 millisecond response time, HDR 1000, amazing color accuracy with 100% of sRGB, Adobe RGB, and P3 color. This display is calibrated to a delta E of less than 1, and mine is calibrated to 0.55, which is pretty insane. So that's done in the factory. And you're getting HDMI 2.1 times 2, DisplayPort 1.4, USB-C with 90 watts of power delivery, USB ports, and an audio jack. And the thing that really sets this apart is that its mini LED has 1152 local dimming zones, allowing an insane amount of contrast ratio while in HDR. And let me tell you, I literally got sunburned while testing this display. I'm not even joking. It felt like a warm summer day during some of these scenes and games. Literally, I could feel the heat coming off of the display. It gets so crazy bright. It's the brightest display I've ever experienced in person, so for gaming, this display is a true joy to use and offers superb grade-to-grade performance, along with that 1 millisecond response time and HDR 1000. Man, it really is amazing how much they have packed into this display. It even has speakers if you need to use them in a pinch, but of course they are terrible. And the overall design of the display, while I appreciate the thin bezels, this is not my favorite physical design, but really, who cares about that when you're getting this much performance at this price and size? Real quick, before we move on, thanks so much for stopping by to hear my thoughts on this INNOCN 32-inch Mini LED 4K. And if you haven't already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up if you liked today's content, and ring that bell to get notified when I drop a new video. There is a 2-for-1 going on here for those of you looking for a display that not only performs well for gaming, but you also need a color accurate display for creative work. Well, this display blew me away, honestly, especially when paired with my Mac. The default color via HDMI and USB-C were pretty good. They weren't the best out of the box, so I did calibrate it, and it calibrated like a champ and offered such a great calibration profile, offering subtle detail and color reproduction that rivaled and in some cases beat out my Apple Studio display, which is saying a lot. The only drawback I found was this matte coating, which is a bit of a bummer to see here because most of displays that I really like are glossy. Now, I did compare it to the Apple Studio display. I do have the one with nano texture coating as well, so that is the industry's best matte coating available. And when you compare them, it's hard to compete with something like Apple with that Apple Studio display, but that thing costs $2,300 compared to this, which is $619 right now. That's right now on Amazon, there is a $100 coupon, and I have my affiliate link down below, and that link helps my channel out just a little bit if you decide to buy this display, so please use that link. This display is a true joy to use for creative work because you're getting really accurate color. So for all you photographers, videographers, graphic designers, you all will benefit greatly from having this display as your main panel for color critical work. It's a fantastic alternative to the Apple Studio display, and you'll save a whole lot of money. There are many other displays that are targeted as direct competitors to the Apple Studio display, but when you factor in this coupon and the other things you get in this monitor, you get a lot more for less. Plus, you're moving from a 27-inch display that sometimes feels cramped to a 32-inch 4K, and that's a welcome size increase for all you creators, giving you more space in your video timeline, a larger canvas to see your work and make critical adjustments. Of course, there are things I don't like. The viewing angles aren't the best I've seen out of an IPS panel, but it's really nothing to complain too much about. Again, considering the price you're paying for this, and as I said earlier, the built-in speakers are complete garbage, but that's expected. And for you Mac users, the pixel density will be a bit less than Retina resolution, but only you snobby Mac people will complain about that because PC users are used to non-Retina displays, and honestly at this price point and feature set, where this display shines is the bang for buck feature set and the way it can serve as a one monitor for all uses, for gaming and creative work. It's hard to find that in one monitor, and I know I had searched a long time for that, and I initially had stopped at the 42-inch C2 OLED from LG, which for a while became my main do-it-all display for both Mac and PC, but I started to miss the higher PPI from my studio displays, which is why my Mac is now back with the studio displays. But with that said, I can see how this INNOCN display would work as the new do-it-all solution for both Mac and PC. I think if you're needing just one display and your budget says so, for both color critical work in a creative environment and gaming, this is the one for you. I would recommend this display, especially at this price point. Or if you can spring for a little more, maybe get the INNOCN 32Q1U OLED, which I reviewed, which has phenomenal color in a J OLED panel. But keep in mind that one is only 60 Hz. And as I stated earlier, the build quality is not the best, but it's sufficient. The stand feels sturdy and solid, and the housing of this display is cheap plastic. And aesthetically, it's not that pleasing in my opinion, but INNOCN is really about the hardware inside and the amazing panel technology. And with the mini LED inside and the local dimming zones, at least we know they focus on the critical parts. The OSD is terrible, it's hard to navigate, but again, you get used to it, and once you set it up, you really don't need to mess with it once you set it up. When you're in the OSD, you can toggle local dimming on and off in the regular modes, but when it's in HDR, it's on by default. So to really sum up, this display, this 32M2V from INNOCN, is really hard to beat. Get that cone out of my face! Especially at the price you're paying. It's a spectacular display that holds nothing back. There's no reason to not buy this right now if you're looking for the one monitor to do all of it, to do your graphic design, your photography, your video production, and be a fun monitor that you can game on or have entertainment on. You're gonna really enjoy the local dimming zones. The mini LED technology that's baked into this provides incredible contrast ratios, and you don't have to worry about burn-in. That is a problem sometimes with OLED displays. Hey guys, thanks so much for stopping by today to hear my quick review and thoughts on this amazing INNOCN display. I hope you guys stop by for my next video, and I'll see you all on my next one.
I'm not listening to you, you're crazy.